Join me as I put a plant-based diet to the test and see if I can build muscle like never before. Have you ever wondered if you can build muscle on a plant-based diet? It seems like an impossible task, right? I mean, where's the protein going to come from? But with more and more fitness enthusiasts adopting a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, the question remains, can you get jacked on plants? The trend towards plant-based diets is growing exponentially, especially in the fitness community. More and more people are ditching meat and opting for a more sustainable, cruelty-free lifestyle. But the big question remains, is it possible to build muscle on a plant-based diet? From bodybuilders to CrossFit athletes, people are starting to experiment with plant-based diets and seeing some amazing results. So, what's the secret to building muscle on plants? Is it even possible? Let's dive in and find out. Many of you might be thinking, hold on, I need my protein shakes and chicken breast to get those gains. And I get it, traditional bodybuilding wisdom tells us that we need animal products to build muscle. But what if I told you that's not entirely true? One of the biggest concerns people have about plant-based diets is that they're low in protein. And yes, plant-based sources of protein indeed tend to be lower in certain amino acids than their animal-based counterparts. But that doesn't mean you can't get enough protein on a plant-based diet. People are always saying, you need meat to build muscle. But what about all the plant-based athletes out there who are crushing it in their respective sports? Take, for example, athletes like David Carter, the 300-pound NFL lineman who went vegan and saw incredible improvements in his health and performance. Or what about Patrick Baboumian, the German weightlifter who holds multiple world records in strength and power? He's a vegan, folks. And there are countless other examples out there of people who are achieving amazing things in the fitness world on a plant-based diet. Another myth I want to dispel is that plant-based diets are automatically healthy. Just because you're not eating meat doesn't mean you're eating a balanced diet. You can still consume loads of processed foods and sugars on a plant-based diet, and that's not going to help you build muscle. But when you focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to build muscle. And let's not forget about the role of exercise in all of this. You can eat all the protein in the world, but if you're not challenging your muscles through resistance training, you're not going to see gains. So, what are the best plant-based sources of protein? Well, there are loads of great options out there. Take, for example, legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. These little guys are packed with protein, fiber, and all sorts of essential nutrients. Or what about nuts and seeds? Almonds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds are all high in protein and healthy fats. And let's not forget about whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat, which are all great sources of complex carbohydrates and protein. But here's the thing, you don't need to get all your protein from a single source. As long as you're eating a varied diet that includes a range of different protein sources, you'll be fine. And what about protein powders? Can you use them on a plant-based diet? The answer is yes, but you need to choose a protein powder that's made from a plant-based source like pea protein, hemp protein, or brown rice protein. These powders can be super convenient, especially if you're on the go and need a quick protein boost. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but what about the science? Well, let's take a look at what the research says. Studies have consistently shown that plant-based diets can be just as effective as animal-based diets when it comes to building muscle. In one study, researchers found that a vegan diet rich in protein and calories supported muscle growth and strength gains just as well as a traditional Western diet. In another study, athletes who followed a plant-based diet for 12 weeks saw significant improvements in their body composition and athletic performance. The science is clear. You can build muscle on a plant-based diet. But what about the real-world results? Can people build muscle on plants? The answer is a resounding yes. Take, for example, the story of a bodybuilder named Robert Cheek, who went vegan and saw significant gains in his muscle mass and strength. Or what about the countless number of vegans and vegetarians who are competing at the highest levels in sports like CrossFit and powerlifting? The evidence is clear. You can build muscle on a plant-based diet. It takes a bit more planning and creativity, maybe, but the results are well worth it. And the best part is, you don't have to sacrifice your values or your health to achieve your fitness goals. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Can you build muscle on a plant-based diet? Absolutely. It may take a bit more work and creativity, but with the right knowledge and tools, you can achieve amazing results. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're thinking of making the switch to a plant-based diet, I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to share your own experiences in the comments below, and please like, subscribe, and click on the bell for more health tips and updates.